Hello, and welcome to the Reactor. Alrighty, we are going to get to Bellicor Valence. This is new from them. What do you think? Pretty close to man bun time, huh? Fuck no. All right. So, yes, I remember these guys. They were awesome, and I can't wait to check out the new stuff from them. This is fairly recent. This not too long ago. A few months ago, I think. A month ago, week ago, yesterday. I don't know. All right. Well, here we go. Let's get it going. Cheers.
As his hands through the lid, his mind drifted away. Fragments of voices, faces, words, image having passed, was like a dream.
Wow. Oh, it's gonna get trippy. Wow. So I don't know if it's the music, if it's because it's November, or the video, but I am feeling cold. This music is it's fast and furious, and the vocals are just demonic. But it gives me a sense of just shivers for some reason. I don't know. It just puts me in that spot of just feeling cold, and the interpretation I'm getting from this is kind of awful. Kind of like because well, I'll tell you a little quick story. In it being winter and in Maine, things get butt ass cold, and sometimes people go wandering out after hours, drinking a bit, and they don't make it home. Some end up in the river for whatever reason. They think swimming is a great idea when it's 10 below out, and so this kind of gives me, this anxious feeling of pulling a body out of the water. Something I don't want to think about, but this music is kind of taking me there, oddly enough. All right. Kind of Sorrow. Fuck, what do I do now? Crazy. Woo. Alright, now we're getting a little crazy. Ah. Wow. Jesus Christ.
Its words sent without boundary. Its message without words. Its whispered of his glory. And endless joy stalled.
Alright, now we're getting some dark parts here. Halfway through, and I gotta say, wow, this really, for whatever reason, this has taken me into that realm of, it was a couple of years ago. This was when I used to hang out in the local pubs and stuff, not too long ago. And, you know, you kind of get to know the people of the town. It's a small town, and, you know, people come and go, and a lot of people just are frequent flyers, you know. You'd get to know them and, you know, kind of get together and just have a good old time. Then, you know, a friend of a friend of a friend is gone missing and so forth and so on. And it's like after a couple days, you're like, oh, Jesus, you know, things aren't good. So it turned out, you know, they ended up, you know, having a bad night and ended up in the river somewhere. But, yeah, found him a month later floating, you know, as weird as it is. It's a terrible thing because you got to wonder, like, and this music is something that kind of takes you to that place, that that feeling of being trapped. You can't move. It's so goddamn cold. You're kind of crying out for help, and maybe at some point, you know, you hope someone will come to get you, but, you know, you're just numb after a bit, and then all fades away, you know. So this music kind of takes me there, oddly enough. It's a weird thought, but I don't know. The bass is real heavy here. the moment where just things go numb.
Recursion without resolution. Purpose to justify itself. Boundless striving, fear and passion. To undo nothing as it started. Concentric alarms all around the sun. Life or not to live. All for so long, what's lost in thought. Was staring back and forth. As the night came nearer, meditated, away, inevitably nowhere, and sank into the silt.
Wow. That is a tale of terror. But it fades very nicely. You know, it's an interesting story. Very, very cool. You know, Well, I gotta say the music in this absolutely brilliant. The drummer in this there is some fascinating drum beats happening throughout this whole song, and some of the bass lines in this were so dark, and it kind of drew you in from the sharpness of the guitars. The guitars are very, even though the distortion, they're very, very sharp and very clear and very crisp, which gives a great contrast with the vocalist, because the vocalist is very dark and very growly. Just both those two instruments, they kind of contrast with each other, and it leaves room for that bass to kind of slide in between, and then the drums kind of give it a full circle. So I think if that made any sense, but in my brain, that's how I pictured the whole ensemble. So musically, I think it's brilliant. They put this together so well. It's very well engineered. All the instruments are at the levels they should be. No one is too loud or too light. They're all very, very tight as far as every note is where it's supposed to land. And so overall, I think that it's a great piece of musicianship and composition. On the other hand, we have what the song is about. Now, sometimes bands have a thought, a poem or whatever, and they make music, and sometimes the music sounds great and the vocals or the lyrics are catchy and so forth, but sometimes the music doesn't quite amplify the emotion of the song. Now here is, they tell an amazing story and have the emotion behind it, both lyrically and musically. There is some crazy cat noise happening back there. So I think they really nailed it when they told the story, and they put the music behind the story to kind of amplify that emotion. So brilliant stuff. And I'm still, still hanging on there with my thoughts on death vocals. But I think in this case, it's it's a mode of expression, and I completely respect that. And I'm not going to knock on it, but I think it fit the mood of the song. It's a very anxiety-ridden, kind of contemplating death and the feelings of what takes place both with the victim and the observer. So really interesting aspect. Now I don't know, really what the song is about. It's just my assumption and it's my guess as to what it just makes me feel that way. I could be completely wrong. The music video is some of the lyrics that I caught kind of gave me a good idea. But I don't know the true story behind this. But it is really cool that it all came together kind of full circle, and they were able to tell the music story, not just lyrically. So brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So that was cool, and I'm loving these guys because they're just so musically talented, and we'll keep on cranking along. So leave some comments below of some of the cool things that you noticed, or whatever you want to say. Just say it. Alrighty, folks. Well, until the next time, cheerio!